Listen closely, because the walls are closing in on the Twin Cities. There is a chill in the air of Minnesota that has nothing to do with the winter frost. It is the cold, hard reality of a season teetering on the edge of a total collapse. Just when you thought the miracle was finally within reach, a dark cloud has descended over US Bank Stadium, and it has brought a storm of injuries that could leave the franchise in ruins. We are talking about a Christmas Day nightmare that no one saw coming. The Minnesota Vikings are facing an absolute catastrophe. The news we have received is nothing short of a bomb being dropped on the locker room. As the team prepares for a massive showdown against the Detroit Lions, the injury report reads like a tragedy. The headline that is sending shockwaves through the league involves the young savior, J.J. McCarthy. This was supposed to be his moment. This was supposed to be the coronation of the Michigan product, who was finally starting to show why he was the chosen one. But the football gods are cruel. Head coach Kevin O'Connell has officially confirmed that McCarthy will not be under center on Christmas Day. The reason? A hairline fracture in his right hand. It is a tiny bone, but it is causing massive heartbreak. McCarthy had already battled back from a concussion that threatened to derail his progress, and just when things were clicking, this new hurdle appeared. O'Connell didn't hold back his frustration, calling the situation a total bummer. Can you imagine the weight of that disappointment? This young player was finally stepping into the pocket with confidence, making the throws and leading the charge, only to have his body fail him once again. But McCarthy is not the only casualty in this war of attrition. The Vikings' offensive line is in a state of absolute crisis. Starting offensive lineman Ryan Kelly is out. He is trapped in the concussion protocol, leaving a gaping hole in the protection. Without Kelly, the trench is vulnerable. And it doesn't stop there. Brian O'Neill, a cornerstone of this team, is listed as questionable. If he can't go, the Vikings will be missing two of their primary anchors on the line. Who does that leave to protect the rookie backup Max Brosmer? It is a recipe for disaster. Then we look at the backfield. Jordan Mason, the man who was supposed to carry the load after a hard-fought win over the Giants, is also sidelined. His ankle injury is serious enough to keep him out of this Christmas clash. Without Mason, the ground game is toothless. And for the passing game, the news is just as grim. TJ Hawkinson, the elite tight end who serves as the ultimate safety net for any quarterback, will not be in the starting lineup. A shoulder injury has claimed another victim. Think about the magnitude of this tragedy. You are heading into a division rivalry game against a powerhouse like Detroit without your quarterback, your primary running back, your top tight end, and potentially two starting offensive linemen. It is a miracle if the Vikings can even stay competitive in these conditions. The pressure now falls squarely on the shoulders of Max Brosmer, a rookie backup who must now lead a decimated squad on national television while the whole world watches. The intensity of this situation cannot be overstated. General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is trying to keep the faith. He spoke recently about the growth moments he has seen from McCarthy, highlighting how the young quarterback was learning to step up in the pocket rather than bailing out under pressure. The front office is looking at 2026 with optimism, but what about right now? What about the fans who are watching their season vanish before their eyes? Adofo-Mensah says he wants to keep the dialogue positive because the external world is always negative. But how can you ignore the smoke when the house is on fire? The Vikings are currently navigating a minefield. The coaching staff is trying to find a way to patch the holes, but you can only lose so many stars before the structure collapses. Is this the moment where the Vikings' resilience is finally broken? Or will we see a Christmas miracle where the backups rise up and conquer the Lions against all odds? The stakes have never been higher. The fans are divided. Some want the team to shut McCarthy down for the season to preserve his future, while others are desperate for one last push. But with a hairline fracture, the risk of long-term damage is real. Every decision made in the next 48 hours will define the future of this organization for years to come. This isn't just a game. It is a battle for the soul of Minnesota football. The tension is palpable. The injuries are devastating. And as the clock ticks down to kickoff, the only thing certain is that this Christmas will be remembered for the storm that hit the Vikings. Stay tuned, because the nightmare is only beginning, and the fallout from this injury report will be felt long after the final whistle blows in Detroit.